Hi, happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Today, Deborah and I are going to talk about the magic of the Tim lip stain and the 3 different ways to wear it and why. And I'm going to hand it over to you, Deborah.
So the lips,
because she's discovered this.
well, and it's really, it's very magical and miraculous because it looks good on everyone. And I was telling this story the other day to one of my clients because it was an evolving process. So I used to, when I started working on the minimizing the makeup steps, because I realized there were only 4 techniques that made the biggest difference. And I had this lip stain that I was using, and it was a Revlon product. And it was the only one that I found, and it was just, a discovery. Again, I happened to like this, and I started using it on other women.
And I loved it.
And it looked good on everyone,
Except that it dried my lips out.
Yes. And so when we started rebranding for Tim, our manufacturer, the one that we've been ordering from for over 40 years, came out with this lip stain line. And I tried every color in there, and I tried the product. I mean, I had used it. When I'm trying a new product, I use it for months on myself before I then use it on clients. And then I get, the feedback. It's like a clinical trial.
Yeah.
And so when they came out with this, I tried it. I really liked it. And this color was the closest match to the Revlon color that I used to wear and recommend to everyone. And so I thought, then I started using this formula and this color on everyone. And I got all of the feedback from my clients with this one. And one of the discoveries is that, that it looks good on every skin tone. It doesn't matter whether you're even a medium brown. I put on medium brown skin tone before, and it looks good, to the palest of skins.
Yeah.
And our original, our own natural lip color that we have, you can tell people have different tones in their lip colors. Some are very light and some are very deep, and so that is going to affect the color and what it looks like.
So we're going to show you 3 magical ways to wear it. And
yeah, that's the other thing. It can be worn light, bright, or barely there. So that's the 3 different ways that you can wear this one color. It's the only color you'll ever need. It goes with everything in your wardrobe. And
from oranges to pinks.
Oranges to pinks to reds, everything. This is to get any residual that I had on, because I do want to demonstrate this. So that
She got a little
is
distracted.
off.
Because the lighting is such that we're in the front, we're facing the window outside, and we get all the natural lighting in here, and that's important to get the true color of the lip stain.
Yeah. So I'm just, for a barely there look, I'm just going to put a little bit on my lower lip, and then map my lips together, and then I'll take it down to each corner of my mouth, from the upper and the lower. And may I have a mirror, please? Anyway, I'll do it. Yeah. And perfect. And that is the barely there. I am going to put a little bit of our gloss over it.
And the gloss is light in consistency, and it gives a very moisturized, dewy look.
So that would be the light.
So now I have on the barely there, and you have on the barely there.
Right. And then the next one I'm going to demonstrate is the light.
Yes.
So just a little bit more color than the barely there.
The light is compared to barely there.
Right, the light is. And this is the application technique. So we take just a little bit, wipe off the tip of the applicator.
And notice as she's doing this, the difference between when she had the barely there on and with me, and what I'm wearing in my skin tone. And we're both very similar, but yet it looked different on her. And now she's doing the light.
So I applied it, and then I matted my lips together. So I applied it over my entire lower lid, matted my lips together, and that's the light. And then I can put the gloss over this, and it does lighten it up a little bit, but it gives it a nice glossy, dewy finish. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna
gloss applicator and the lipstick.
And I was just gonna just skip right by that.
She couldn't do it. All right, well, I wiped it off clean. There we go.
Yep. So now I'm going to demonstrate the bright. And the bright is right across the lower lip and all the way across the upper lip.
So now you're applying it to both the bottom and the top.
Right.
So I'm barely there. She just did a little bit on the bottom and matted her lips together and then blended it out and then put the lip gloss on top. For the light, she did a stroke here and a stroke on the upper lip.
No, not from there. No, I don't think I did.
Oh no,
No.
so for the light, she did a full stroke here, matted her lips together. And then did you blot?
No.
Okay, and then put the lip gloss on top. Now we're gonna see.
So for the bright, I did all the way across the bottom and all the way across the top. And now I'm going to put a little gloss over that.
And notice the contrast with what she's wearing with the headband, the furry headband. I think really she can carry off that bright in the day as well as the night.
Yes, and you know, because I have this bright stripe on my sweater too, it helps to balance
And
everything.
plus your skin's still pretty dark.
It is, yes.
From summer. So with the darker skin tone, the bright and what she's wearing. So same color that can be worn 3 different ways and looks different on everybody. That's the magic of Tim. The other thing is you're gonna love this product so much that you're gonna wanna have one in your purse, one where you do your makeup, one set where you do your makeup, and one at your desk. I have one at my consultation table. So that because it feels so good, and that every time I see my reflection in the mirror, I look vibrant and happy.
That's right, and we also want to reapply it after every meal. So the tinted moisturizer will stay on through a meal.
Yes.
And then afterwards, you're just going to reapply it if you want to.
Yes.
But I really enjoy seeing myself, you know, bright because I see my reflection all day. So I like that. One other really quick tip I want to give is
Plus
how
we're using the in studio lighting, so it's more subdued than in the
for sure, yes. But
natural light.
Deanna was talking about more incandescent lighting in our rooms, so it is more subdued and it doesn't look quite as bright there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, the next thing I want to show you is how we use the lip stain as a blush.
Yeah.
And so I would just take a little bit from my wand and to the tip of my finger. I might have too much on, so I'm just going to wipe a little bit. And then I put this right on the balls of my cheek.
Or the apple of your cheek.
Yep, and just rub it in. And then that also gives a nice balance. If I get too much on, I just use the tinted moisturizer brush that I had just used to apply the tinted
The
moisturizer.
stipple brush.
And wipe right across that. That's our stipple brush. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll also put a link to the
yeah,
video.
I'm going to put
in the description.
Yes, links to the video. What video? The instructional video. The instructional video to our website, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful week.
Bye now.